Hello everybody, Brostack here, once again with another Minecraft video on play.skykade.net. As you can see by the background today, I will be doing kit PvP. I originally was planning on going on factions, but I guess Jack's doing something right now, because those servers are full. So, bummer, but hey, kit PvP is still fun, and I was going to do that anyway today. There will most likely be another video up today. If factions are still full, then it'll most likely be another prisons. But yeah, that's basically a thing. And also, today's St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you guys. Make sure you pinch anyone not wearing green. Now, currently I only have green eyes, so you can't pinch me, obviously, in-game right now. IRL, I don't actually have anything green. I have a green blanket, so I'm good for now, obviously. I'll change that after this video, I guess. But, in game, I'm not looking too festive, so I need to change that, right? Yeah, I need to change that. Alright, hopefully it'll change soon, right? Yeah, it's gonna take a couple of seconds, it says, for it to fully change, but, yeah. It should change soon. I was hoping it would change wells in the lobby so y'all could see. That might not be the case though. But yeah, I'm assuming it's... Yeah, I might have to just go into a game mode and then it'll change. But yeah, alright. Let's get to some kit PvP. Now today it's not going to be much of a... This is how you PvP or anything, because there's many different ways. Oh, I'm already somewhere. /spawn. But my favorite kit to use on this server is the dubstep kits, because not only because it has a cool name, but because it's just overpowered. You get full iron and a sharp 1 diamond sword. However, you do get mining fatigue, but it really doesn't impact the game that much. It really doesn't, interestingly. Now, my skin should have changed. Here, let me try refreshing it. But I'll use strafe so you can actually see it if it does end up changing. So yeah, I'm just gonna experiment a little bit with the kits that I currently have. Next kit I'm most likely gonna get is the sniper kit because it's annoying. And I'm not really have any other kits other than the basic one for bow. And I should probably get a kit that's good for bows. And I heard the fire archer is pretty bad, even though he's cheaper. So I'm gonna get the sniper once I get enough. And I think that guy is potentially hacking over there. No, probably not. But yeah, my skin should have changed. So, when it changes, I'll switch to a kit like strafe, and you'll be able to see it. Until then, I'll just keep on going as whatever else, basically. Now I am in, I'm not in full screen, so I am gonna struggle a little bit more than usual. It's not because I'm camera shy. Well, I am a little bit, but not to a big standpoint. Yeah, just jump down and get used to everything, and then I should be good. Alright, so this guy's trying to PvP me. I'll use lily pad. But yeah, it's not... This video isn't exactly going to be, like a basics video, because... Well... Oh, as you can see, it's pretty easy to die. Yeah, you gotta make sure you use your, mushroom stew. But yeah, my KD is in the right, and my kill streak also is there, and my XP bar should represent my kill streak. I don't know if that's a thing all the time, but I know it was a thing for a time if the XP bar shows your kill streak. It might not be now. I think it's a cooldown timer for some kits. And this one does not have a cooldown timer because it does not have a special ability. But yeah. I'm just going to show you guys how I PvP basically, kind of like in past videos, but, you know, in past videos I didn't have commentary. So, yeah, first one with commentary, doing PvP. I imagine this to be more difficult for me with commentary because I'm not only focusing on playing the game, but also while speaking. If I were to go silent, that means I'm focusing, and that probably wouldn't be good video content. Well, it might be in game, but not rather commentary-wise, because if it's silent, then y'all get bored. What I'm glad to see, though, is that sound is once again working. So this should not be as quiet as the other one. Other clip that I took yesterday on factions during the purge, and if you haven't seen that, I recommend you check it out. It kind of gets you a feel of what the purge is like, and what to expect exactly for the next one, which is like in 6 months, I think. But yeah, this video will just have a couple tips on how to play the game. Like, always try your best to keep your cursor on the player, obviously. That type of stuff. And I have a gaming mouse, so I'm able to hit much quicker. And if I ever do use strafe, I will use strafe. I will switch my sensitivity to slightly higher, so that way I can actually maneuver quickly along with the kicks. Strafe is designed for you to circle around players, which it's sometimes easy to do and sometimes it's not. Most people use it just to kind of clean up, which, yes, it can be used for that, but it's mostly used for circling around the players, trying not to get hit. But yeah, if you're going up against like a tanky kit, you're a one-shot to them. If you're going up against another strafe, it's a two-shot. And the general consensus against regular players is a 3-shot. So you gotta make sure you use those the mushroom stew efficiently. Yeah, my skin still hasn't changed yet. I hope I don't have to relog for it to apply. I remember last time it actually went on as soon as I applied it, which I was stoked to see, and so I was hoping I could do that for this video, and I died. That guy was using strafe. He had the diamond boots, which you saw. Yeah, it's just disappointing though, because my skin isn't updating. But yeah, this is my favorite kit to use. It's mostly strong in the armor department compared to other kits. Oh, but yeah. There are diamond armor you can get as well, but the weapons tend not to be as good, and you get other debuffs in addition, so this is the most balanced of all the best worlds, basically. That guy right there, him, privacy in all caps, yeah, he's either really good or there's something fishy with him. Any of you that are watching and you find a hacker and I don't notice him, feel free to go report him on the forums. Just search SkyCade forums and that'll pop up for you if that's what I do. Now I actually have it on top sites I go to because I tend to visit it every day. So, yeah. Oh boy. Now, the thing about the chance kit is he can do double damage, and so it's really a draw for if I'll survive easily, and other times it'll be just absolute chaos like that time. However, I was able to get him quickly because it is still just leather armor. Pretty sure though it has the durability of like chain or gold armor because of the unbreaking level on it. But I definitely see a difference with the iron armor durability compared to it, so I do believe iron armor is still more sufficient than that. But most kits do use leather. Yeah, there's some people at spawn here, I'll go pick on them. But you can use /soup to get more soup, but I tend not to do that with this kit because this kit, once the armor gets broken, it's really just a waste of coins, so yeah. If you ever do go on kit PvP, I recommend you play on during prime time or just in the middle of the day, because staff are able to clean up the server easily, and yeah, that guy's really good at strafing around, but the other strafe guy is going to take care of it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure as the archer you get like speed 1. I'm pretty sure for a time it wasn't a thing, and people who were speeding around with that kit were just tricking people, because it was actually them hacking to speed around. But I'm pretty sure the kit now actually has speed 1 with it, so it's not hacks. These two are fighting. But yeah, the chance kit does definitely do good damage against the dubstep kit. It's definitely one of the best starters. I started playing on my alt, because I had the alt before my main account, interestingly. My alt is basically my family account, you know, my sister uses it, well, yeah, just my sister, basically. Me and my sister, because my parents don't play Minecraft, obviously. My dad doesn't have the time, nor does he, yeah, he does not enjoy games like this. And my mother is absolutely against video games. She would never, ever pick up a controller in her life, basically. But she's okay with, like, me playing it, obviously. Kind of bizarre how things went, but it works. And my skin is not updating. This sucks. So it looks like for the first video of today, I'm not going to have a nice festive skin, which sucks. I spent like half an hour on it too. Made it look nice. But, alright, /kit, that's how you access all your kits. You start out with default and archer, and also chance. I recommend using this if you're new. It's balanced as well, just, you know, with a little bit of luck to it. Barbarian is basically the downgraded version of dubstep. I highly recommend you don't get this. It is literally iron armor, same as dubstep, but with no mining fatigue, and you get an iron axe with Unbreaking 5. So it's 5 attack damage per hit versus 8. It's a real significant difference, and this actually cost more than dubstep, surprisingly. I'm pretty sure. So I'll use Enderman Kit. I'll show you what this is like. Alright, so there's Bank Jumper. I'll try to get him. He really knows how to zoom quick. But yes, this is a leather armor kit. And as you saw, I left clicked there. And so that way I was able to teleport right behind the nearest player. Pretty neat, pretty neat. And as you can see, the XP bar down there shows the cooldown timer. It's every 16 seconds. Now this community is the most aggressive in chat. That's definitely for sure. It's most of the time silent when it's not prime time. But whenever it's like, well, right now, I guess this would be considered not prime time, but right before, so it's still going to have a significant amount of people. But, yeah. I've only got 2 kills, as you can see. This kit is good, but it is not nowhere near compared to dubstep, in my opinion. I tend to get 10 kill streaks with the dubstep kit. Soup. My biggest issue with this is it's hard for me to see the chat with this texture pack, and I just died. Yep, as you see, my armor is breaking and I was not able to hold up any longer. Yeah, the thing I don't like about this texture pack is the chat is so bold. The letters are more bold, so I can't really see my hotbar, well, my HUD above the hotbar too well. So that's what's mostly annoying about this. But everything else I really like, and that's why I got it. I was trying to get the Jack Sucks at Life original texture pack, you know, official, but it would not work for some reason. My laptop couldn't recognize a certain character that was used in it, and so I could not open the zip file myself. I had to get some other thing which would cost money. I was just like, no, I can get something else. So I got this when I was looking for Optifine at the same time. resource pack. So there's the resource pack I'm using right there. But yeah, I basically just was browsing on like Planet Minecraft or something, and I can't. Alright, y'all can yeah, he's not supposed to be able to jump like that. He does. I think he is hacking. If y'all want to report him, go ahead on the forums. I do believe that is hacks. I think. I really can't tell. Most of the time, hackers will have their hacks set to high. That was definitely set to only like a velocity of like 90 degree. If that was indeed hacks. Usually it's 180 or 360 is the most obvious, which is the highest you can go. That's when your head snaps all the way back. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to use this kit one more time, then I'll show you the other ones I have. But yeah, it does not look like I will be using my new skin for today on this clip. But next video, which there will be another, I actually plan on doing a lot of videos today because I have a tradition of playing Halo on St. Patrick's Day. Don't ask why, it just kind of became a thing randomly. I went to my friend's house from school, and it would always happen to be St. Patrick's Day that we'd play Halo, and it wasn't like we did it on purpose, it would just happen, and so I try to keep that going now as a tradition, kinda. But yeah, so I hope that I can get some Halo on here by being able to put the Halo game into my laptop, because I know my computer can play Xbox games. I don't know if it can play 360 in specific. It definitely can play Xbox One. But I do not have Halo 5, which is Xbox One over here. So I'm going to have to try with like Halo 4 or Reach or something. But there will definitely be another SkyCade video, and if I do not end up being able to put Halo on here, then I'll probably just do an additional SkyCade video. Can't really post too many different games on here because I don't do most of my gaming on my laptop. I'm taking a lot of damage, and I'm not used to that because I'm used to, having at least some good, decent armor compared to leather. But anyone that's like kits are all specific. Like all the orange armor is chance kit. That's the one that gets you random buffs occasionally. And iron armor with leather leggings is the default kit. That's what you start out with. That's how you know if they're a noob. Most people that use the chance kit do not have any other kits. So that's another thing to indicate that they're a noob. They can still be good though. Obviously this is a good kit. But switch to jumper. Now this is like one of the worst kits ever. I'm only going to use this once. I got it. It's fun to use, but it does not help you. No, it is bad. It is a really bad kit. I do not recommend getting it unless you just want to mess around. But as you can see, you can jump real high up and such. Now, the reason why there's a golem there, you see that guy with the gold helmet? He's the one with the golem. Now, I've noticed that it's very easy for me whenever I'm using the dubstep kit to defeat those guys with the gold helmets, because the gold helmet, it's not an armor debuff, because like the gold helmet has significantly less durability is the issue compared to iron, but it does have the same amount of armor bars, interestingly. So it's just that the armor can break easily, and they don't do as much damage because they have the golem, and so I'm able to take them out easily when I'm using dubstep. But if you notice, I only have one kill right now, and that's actually really good for this kit because this kit is just not good, especially against Strafe. Strafe can shred this one. But this was a cheap kit in my opinion. It was only 12,000 coins, and most of them range in the 2,000s or 20,000s. Sorry. But dubstep, it's one of the cheap ones, and it's really good. It's only like 3,000, and that barbarian one is like 3,500. So if you want to challenge, use a barbarian one. If you want something that's actually pretty overpowered, use dubstep, basically. That's my case, though. Other people will disagree because they prefer more speedy kits, I guess. But dubstep is definitely a well-rounded one. Yeah. Also, the red armor, that's TNT kit. It's TNT or jumper, but I have white boots, which indicates I'm a jumper, other than my jumping. They have red boots, which indicates they're TNT. And they basically can summon TNT, and it explodes and does like half your health, and whenever you're in dubstep gear. So if you're not, and you're in something less, then it's like 3/4 of your health. So you got to be careful whenever you see the TNT. If you're running low and you're in the middle of a 1v1 and someone throws a TNT at you, you can die real easily if you're in the area. It's like a 5-block radius, I'm pretty sure. It does not like mess up the battlefield at all. It doesn't like leave a crater. No. It just explodes and does damage. That's all it does. So it's definitely good for taking out big mobs of people that are fighting. So like if there's like a mod on here doing something, it's definitely a good idea to get that kit to rank, like really rack up some kills or a lot of assist. Other than that, I don't see too much of a use of it. It only has an Iron Sharp 1 sword, just like the... Which kit is it that has that? I think it's the tank kit, actually, which gets you full diamond. And that's a real expensive one. It's definitely... I think it's like 23,000. But, yeah. I think I'm actually surviving real long is because most of these people are locked onto each other rather than me. So that's definitely helping me stay alive much longer. But as you can see, it's just kind of fun to use, and it's not exactly good. I think the red particles represent strength, so maybe every time I jump, I get a strength hit on them. Which is useful, but at the same time, whenever they're not locked onto somebody and they're locked onto you, it's hard to get a hit on them. There's a dubstep guy, he has full iron. To tell the difference between dubstep and barbarian, barbarians have an enchanted iron axe, and no, the iron axe does not have sharpness. I think it should, but it doesn't. It's literally just 5 attack damage, because it's not 1.9 either. It's 1.8, which is what I'm on right now. That could be the issue. Since I'm on 1.8, maybe my skin is not updating because it's not as new as the other version, I guess, because I was on a newer version when it updated automatically. So that could be the case. Gotta refill my soup, and as you can see, my armor is really broken. But here's an archer. They kind of have a random buff thing too, like they'll sometimes get double damage. I think that's like if you get multiple shots on the same player or something. So you got one shot on me. And someone boosted me towards him. Someone's asking, yeah, you see how he's targeting me? It's really difficult to hit someone who is targeting you when you're using this kit. But I have 4 kills, that's like the best I've done with this kit, I'll be honest. So there is a strategy with it, that's to go after people not targeting you, or people that are just bad, basically noobs. Onyx is a pretty regular player on here. I have actually been hackusated on here before, and I find it quite hilarious because I don't consider myself that good of a player. I guess I am better than average. I have played Minecraft for a long time. Yeah, I'm about to die. Yeah, I died. So switch kits, because I absolutely dislike that one. There's Strafe, there's Tank. I'll try Travelman. I don't like this kit, but I might as well get it out of the way. So this kit gets you a nice iron helmet, iron boots, and Unbreaking 1 gold leggings, and a gold chest piece with Unbreaking 5. This will last the longest, I think. I'll have to check again. I'm pretty sure that'll last quick. But this will break, I believe, first. But yeah, this comes with a lot of buffs, and this has knockback. So the main use of this kit is definitely for pushing people, but you get a lot of buffs whenever someone is a tank, and they hit you for a lot. But it's definitely much more of a supportive character or class rather than a damage dealing one. It's a good way to survive, I guess, because of the regen, but the armor goes quick. That's what I dislike about it. I can't tell if that's lag or KA. Yeah, that's KA right there, and knockback. If y'all want to report them, go ahead. Yeah, there's a lot of hackers on here. I'm assuming the staff are all busy with whatever Jack's doing, and so got a lot of hackers on here. But, yeah. Basically, if you don't know how to report players on the forums, you go to Bansus report player on the forums, and you go there, you go to create a new thread, and then you follow the format posted by this, which staff member was it? I forgot. I don't know, it's the top one there, and you base it off of that, and basically you put the offender's username, the hacker, and then your username, which is your IGN, and then you put the evidence, which would be, I guess, this video of them, and then you put what they did, what hacks they have, basically. So you put KA and anti-knockback. What else? After that, you put the location, so if it's like in the spawn of Kit PvP, or if it's towards the lava thing over there, or whatever, you know. That's basically what it wants you to do, and then it's a pretty simple, really. Yeah, that's kind of just for reporting a player. Now, if you use someone else's evidence, so in this case you'd be using my evidence, I don't know if you would have to put my IGN, or if you would put your own. That's something I really don't know. As you can see, that strafe guy can really kill me quick because of his strength effect. But yeah, people definitely target this class because it definitely sticks out compared to others. A bright gold armor isn't exactly a good way to be covert. But I do have 6 kill streaks. It's definitely better than the jumping kit. But it's not a well-rounded kit, so to speak. This guy right here, that one guy, 124, he is definitely using KA and anti-knockback. I think what I'll actually do is I'll go through this myself, and if I see anything that is like outright hacks like this, I'll report them. Because this is just ridiculous. Yep, I died. That was a pretty good run with this kit. That's definitely for sure. Alright, so that was the tribal man. We used the tank. Slow but powerful. Now, I think with this it says receive 50% more damage. This basically means this is a full set iron armor with twice the durability. That's what that means. I could take it off, but then as you can see, it basically takes me down to iron armor, and that's not really worth doing that. But I get a sharp. Oh, it's sharp 2. It's even better than what I was saying earlier. Sharp 2 and Brigade 5 iron sword. It's I guess that makes it basically the diamond sword and dubstep kit, I guess. Because that one does 8 attack damage. This would also make it from 6 to 8. So that's pretty good. And I also have slowness, so the best way for me to get around is to jump towards players. So it definitely increases the chance of me getting a critical on them. There's that hacker, that one guy, 124. But if you're wearing diamond armor, you're most likely to get teamed on. It's just how it goes. They just assume that you are in a much more powerful kit, even though this server is pretty well balanced, believe it or not. I've even killed people in diamond armor when I was using dubstep, which dubstep's really easy to get. So, yeah, just because someone's wearing diamond armor does not mean that they have a much more superior kit. It just means that they played longer. I don't believe that should be a reason to team against them. And teaming is allowed. It's just, I find it highly annoying. Because if you're not teaming with anyone, and then someone's teaming against you, you can't really do too much about it except for avoid them. Because most likely they're going to win regardless. I do sometimes try to challenge those people just to make them mad, because just, you know, make them just as upset as I am, basically, I try to do. But I try my best to refrain from yelling at them in chat or anything. I definitely don't do that. Closest I'll get to is saying, please stop teaming, basically. I don't like creating negativity like everyone else does generally in chat. But, the regulars on here, they tend to be pretty good about, you know, that kind of thing as well. Most likely probably because they don't run into those situations as often because they're more skilled. Alright. As you can see, this kit is also pretty good. There is another kit, I think it's the Warrior. It basically gives you a Thorns 1 plate and pretty low damage doing sword. Not exactly worth it. As you can see, this guy right here can easily take me down. I'm trying, yeah, I had no chance there. Strafe is really good against this kit. That was really annoying too. I have very low frames right now. As you can see in the top left. I always keep that active now. But try Strafe now. Now this I'm going to do multiple times, but these boots used to be just bland diamond boots, so it used to be even worse, but now it's Prot 1, Breaking 5, which is pretty good. It's pretty useful. But it's important that I spam as fast as I can to exploit the haste as best as I can. But also, I can't really fight people at spawn because of how many people there are there usually. This is more of a 1v1 kit or a cleanup crew kit. But yeah, I'll try to take out this guy. Yep, that was easy. Now these guys, they use the hydro kit, and if they're in water, they hit like a truck basically. You want to avoid them unless they're not in water. They do jump out of the water after a little bit because there's like a 5-second thing that they can still do a ton of damage, so be aware of that. Basically, the best way to know if they're out of that is if they're running towards a water source. As you can see, is how much damage he does to me. It's very difficult fighting against another strafe user. Yeah, he's been using that all day, most likely, so he's definitely going to have the upper hand against me. But I'm going to use this a couple more times to show the best ability of it, I guess, because this is a kit desired by just about every single player, because it is really good. It's just sometimes once players get it, they get in trouble like that, they die like that pretty easily, and then they think it's bad, and so they don't use it. But really, it's just you gotta get used to it and how it works. You don't want to fight a lot of people, you want to avoid a lot of people, you just want to pick off a couple people here and there. But yeah, you have to really be able to use the stew. But I think for this kit, as you can see, the XP bar, it's at 2. I don't know why. There is no charge or anything that I need to worry about with this kit. As you can see, I got that guy. It's easy to turn the tables against another strafe player. I think I increased the... Yeah, I increased it. Okay. I actually wasn't able to tell there because I how fast... Oh no, not one of these guys. Alright. So this guy basically, he is really upset that I actually managed to kill him, and so he is going to target the crap out of me until I die, or kill him enough times. But with this kit, it's a 50-50 shot, so he's most likely going to kill me, especially... Yeah, he's going to kill me. Yep. Oh, it was Onyx instead. That was a different player. Okay. So I think what happened was the player gave up or something. They switched off or some sort of thing. I don't know what happened. And yeah, they basically finished me off, the other player that joined in. Please don't use strafe if you're bad. Well, that's a highly mean comment in my opinion. How else are you gonna learn? Yeah, that's a very... wow. Ignore exactly what that person's saying. Yeah, ignore that person. That's... You gotta learn how to use it. Yeah, okay, they're joking. Yeah, don't listen to people like that say stop using the kit because you're bad, because there's only one way to learn, and that's to keep using it. So, all kits on the server, they are good. There's a certain extent, though, why they're not. Like the jumper kit, I was able to get 4 kills with it, but at the same time, as you saw, the armor shred really easily, and yeah, so there are certain kits that are good, but they aren't, well, exactly the best. So all kits are good, and I do recommend you get used to all of them. Just know that there is a fine line of what is overpowered and what isn't. Like this kit, this is definitely overpowered. But since there are a lot of other kits that are overpowered, it's, yeah. And also, I barely have any armor, so it's very easy, if you're not paying attention, to die. So it's overpowered, but, you know, to an extent, like most kits on this server, which is really good. It's a pretty good way to make sure, you know, nothing's too overpowered and anything like that. Chasing down this guy with leather. I do have a much higher amount of swiftness than he does, so I am able to catch up to him. Now this guy right here, he's also a strafe kid. As you can see, it's a 2-shot. It's really annoying fighting another strafe player, but if you've been using it for a while, it's no problem really, because then you have upper hand against players who hadn't, like me. I've only been using it for the past 7 minutes, I think. Ah, there's a helper here. Good. Help clean up the amount of players here. Oh, crap. Yeah, that guy knows how to PvP against me. I think his IGN is a reference to Napkin of Truth, which was on 2B2T for a time. He ended up betraying veterans and such, so many people look down upon him. Yeah, not a very loyal 2B2C player. Yeah, as you see there, I was one-shot by the TNT and I pretty much had full health. Yeah, be aware of the TNT. But yeah, I'm not exactly that good with this kit. I prefer a certain set of armor and such, but there is a way to use this kit pretty efficiently. It's just, yeah, get back to the corner or anything like that. And also, I'm doing commentary at the same time, and the chat is just blocking my HP because it's basically prime time. And there's also that strafe guy who is real annoying, but I know I can be the same as him because there are times when I've used strafe for a long time and get that overpowered and just don't care. But it is real annoying being on the other end of that, I can tell you that. But about teaming and all, I do not team with players directly. Players will sometimes just be like, hey, let's team. If they're not willing to fight me, I'm just going to ignore them. That's basically how it goes. So whenever people say, why are you teaming? When you say you don't, I basically say I ignore people that don't want to fight me. That's kind of how it goes. But if someone else is teaming and someone decides to team with me, I'd be more than willing to team with them just to kill that person who is teaming with someone else. Or if it's a hacker, and this is the... that person that killed me there, like I said, is a server regular, and their main is this kit. I had no chance there because I've been only using this kit for a few minutes now. That's no work compared to a few hours. But oh my god, yeah, this is very frustrating. This is probably making my KD go down. I have to use some dub stuff after this to get it back out. Oh, there he goes. Yeah, my skin's not updating. It's a 1.2 thing, I guess, or 1.9. I don't know when they did that whole thing. I wasn't exactly out of Minecraft too much during 1.9 because my laptop had issues with 1.9. I don't know what it was. It's just it could not run 1.9, but it could run 1.10. And that was during the 2B2T days that I was on it mostly. This sucks. These tryhards. Normally what I do with those guys is if it happens too many times, I go to my dubstep kit and wreck them, because like I said, it's a 3-shot against them with dubstep, and it's like a 4 to 5 to 6 with strafe against dubstep, so. Those people are teaming, yeah. I want to avoid that. It says get strafe. Yeah, strafe is the way to go a lot of times. But that green kit right there, it's poison. Yeah. Against the dubstep kit, it can actually shred real well against it because it ignores armor, the poison does. So that's definitely a weakness to the dubstep kit, is that poison kit. Also the sniper kit, because of the range. Sniper kit's actually good against anything really, because they have insane knockback on the bow for melee to push the person away. And also how much damage the bow does, and I'm pretty sure the bow also has punch to keep the player further away. It's just insane. So, sniper's weakness is another sniper. That's how it works. And I believe sniper also wears green armor. But the difference is one holds a bow, one holds a sword. That's iron, so. Yeah, the sniper kit does not come with a sword, I'm pretty sure. If you're a sniper, then you got a sniper, and that's it. But I got 4 kills right now. I think the highest I've gotten with this kit, maybe 10, 15? I think 15. I know I've done just as well with this kit and the dubstep. I think the highest for dubstep kit is like 17 or 18. No, I've gotten 20 before, that's right. Yeah, I've gotten 20 with the dubstep kit before. Yeah. Ah, crap. Yeah, I'm gonna switch back to dubstep like at the beginning, because I am much better with this kit compared to pretty much anything else. But it's always good to use well-rounded kits, because you're gonna see just about pretty much everything. But mostly is noob kits like default and chance, and then you got the archer kit you'll see a lot, and you'll see the TNT kit a lot, you'll see hydro pump kit a lot. Also there's this lava one that works the same as the hydro one. You'll see that pretty often too. And of course other dubstep players. Those are the main ones. Well, strafe, yeah, that's the main one pros tend to use. And also that kit right there, that is the master kit, kit master. Does insane amount of damage, can copy other kits when you're low on durability with the kit master kit. It's just insane, really. Yeah, so if you have that kit, then that means I'm pretty sure you have all kits in the game. Which means you have to get coins and then buy all the kits, or go on the store and buy kit keys, which allow you to unlock any kit you want. That, we'll put the link to the store in the description. description like usual and all that. I did expect this video to be a bit long, actually. I'll make sure it doesn't go past an hour. Yeah, probably 5 more minutes, actually. But yeah, so this is kind of what I do usually when I go on the servers. Just go around, slash at people, and I don't. Yeah, I guess I'll talk about some ways to improve your PvPing other than getting a gaming mouse. A good way to improve it is getting Optifine. It's, you know, that's a free thing you can get, and it really improves the smoothness of your gameplay and all that. And also having any other folders in your background off, unless you got a high amount of RAM, you'll definitely see a difference in frames. Also keep your render distance low. You'll see a difference in frames when you do that. My render distance right now is 4, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's set to 4. It could have automatically changed without me knowing, but I'm pretty sure it's set to 4 right now. I don't know what that guy was doing. It was just randomly. Oh, okay. Yep, that's a lot of lag right there. Now, a good thing to do, make sure you got good internet. Not really too much though you can do about that other than getting a repeater if you're far away from your router, or what else? Simply getting a better router, actually, that's a thing, but that's very expensive. I think a repeater is better to do. And another simple way is if you are close to your modem, you can use Ethernet, and that gives you a direct link to your internet, and that puts your device at priority, giving you the best internet your modem can offer. What I do is I have a really good router, and my router actually benefits my laptop as primarily. I think it goes gaming console, then computer, then cellular devices, and I do see a lot of problems with the internet when it comes to my cellular device, or if I'm just trying to watch YouTube. But for my laptop, in general, gaming is pretty smooth. On console, everything is smooth basically, unless I'm playing an old game, which tends to be the case on 360 because everything's old on there. But I do see a good connection on with the internet because of the router, and that's pretty good. It was like $200 though, so just know that you don't need a $200 router to play competitive Minecraft well. There are other methods that you could use that are much cheaper and still have pretty good gameplay. Like I said, the repeater, Ethernet's the easiest one. Simply having less devices, less prime devices, like less consoles and less laptops connected to internet, will make the one you're on at the time have better internet. Like right now my sister's on her PlayStation, so I get some drag because of that, but I don't notice it because of how good the router actually is. It's actually made to handle that. Gotta keep sure. I gotta keep up with this hotbar, because if I don't, this guy will be able to get a drop on me. If he gets over his head, I can easily take him out. But there's 2 strafers. That's not good. For some reason, the strength doesn't always work 24/7 with that kit, and that's what tends to save my life. Because if I'm ever in my inventory spamming the mushroom, I get a resistance effect sometimes, and other times their strength won't work, and it's weird how it goes. It's like a 5-second thing, then it pauses for a moment. You don't notice it all the time. It's definitely a rare thing to notice because you're not always in 24/7 fights with strafe, but whenever you're in a lengthy fight, you'll notice that, hey, why am I not doing as much damage here? Like, there are times I'll hit, like, a player 8 times with a diamond sword and a strafe, and then I'll finally get the kill when it should have been, like, 2 or 3 hits. Because strength basically doubles the damage you do. I'm trying my best to keep my eyes on him. Oh. Yeah. Alright, as you saw there, because I had higher level armor, I was able to survive that much easierly. So he was at the disadvantage, especially since he wasn't he wasn't exactly circling around me. He was just kind of doing a 180 around me, so it's much easier for me to keep up with him with the little crosshairs in the middle. That's definitely a good thing to do. But sometimes you'll notice that if you're not focusing on your crosshairs, you'll hit randomly, and you won't always get every single hit. And that's what you want to do, is try your best to keep in mind to always have your crosshairs on the player when hitting. And believe it or not, it is actually very helpful to keep that in mind, because you might be thinking, oh, well, that's an obvious. Well, yes, it's obvious, but sometimes you'll just think, oh, I gotta hit, and you'll just go around like that, and you won't hit every single hit. What you want to do is you want to make sure you keep in mind that crosshairs stay on the player, and then you get a kill. And also, if you're not being targeted, then make sure you jump and hit. If I'm not mistaken, that guy's anti-KD, KB, not KD. But it's really hard to tell because of all the players. Yeah, I really can't tell if that guy is anti-knockback or not because of this. There's way too much action going on for me to tell. Yep. Oh, I have more stew. I was thinking I had an empty inventory for some reason. But yeah, if you're not getting targeted, you can definitely easily do criticals. If you are, it's much easier to maneuver around the player, unless you have a slowness effect on the kit you're using. If you have a slowness effect on the kit you're using, you can't exactly, do circle and dodge the shots that they're hitting you with. You kind of have to rely on making sure you stew as quick as you can. Now that guy right there, I sense has KD, and KA, I mean, I keep on getting confused at this point. Based on the way how well he's surviving with the default kit, I'm trying to see if I can get some head spin while he's fighting him. Yep, I saw head spin there. He is definitely hacking, I can tell. Yep, he should not have been able to survive this long. He must have auto soup at the same time. Usually when they pause for a moment and you don't see any cycling through their, like you don't see their hands doing that, that means they're not healing up either, or getting stew. It usually means that they're toggling if they are indeed showing hacks. Yeah. That person says toggle off your hacks. Yeah, there's a lot of hackers right now because I'm pretty sure Jack or some other YouTuber's doing something right now. Most likely Jack though, because he has the power to limit the faction servers like that easily. I think that's the night kit. I thought that kit though had some armor, so I could be wrong. Yeah, I'm out of soup, so he's gonna get this kill on me. Yep. Yeah. I guess we'll go in a couple more times, 'cause why not? Why not make it an hour? But yeah, I'm not going to be able to get my festive skin on until next video, which will be today, don't worry. I guess I'll actually keep the skin on all weekend, just for the sake of being able to use it. I mean, just 1 or 2 videos is good enough for spending 30 minutes on it, right? I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of players here, but with this kit, since it's well-rounded, it's easier to tank hits at spawn and get multiple kills because of it. That's what the TNT kit is good for too. because, you know, a lot of people, it's easier to get TNT kills. Now, the thing about dubstep fights like this guy right here, it can get pretty uneven. Like, if you are healing up and the guy's continuously hitting you, you'll find that you'll just end up spamming more and more soup into your inventory until he kills you. So the only way to avoid this is always be on guard for these guys, but when you're spawn killing, whenever people jump down to spawn and fight, basically, and you kill those people, it's very easy to not be ready for someone like that, because he started fighting me when I was busy fighting someone else. I gotta figure out what kit that is that has that enchanted iron armor, because I'm very curious about it. But till then, I'm gonna worry about getting the sniper kit. That has the green armor, but this guy has the poison. As you can see, poison goes straight through the armor, and so he's able to do a crap ton of damage against me. But once again, it is leather armor I'm up against, so yeah, this guy's gonna win the fight. I only have one soup left, and I don't feel like using slash soup to really, yeah. I will try to click as fast as I can. Yeah, crap. I tried the best I could there with one soup. But yeah, basically, things to remember, always keep your crosshairs on the player, do jump hits whenever you're not targeted. Always circle around the player if you can when using a kit that does not have slowness. And if it has swiftness, always circle. That's what you most likely need to rely on, because if you're using a swiftness kit, then that means you have a low level armor, and so your armor's not designed to tank hits. Because of all the variety of kits though, that's why it's good to have a well-rounded class like dubstep, because it gets you a little bit of everything. But as you saw, even tank isn't good against strafe. As a matter of fact, it's probably the worst against strafe. Because strafe is super tanky with damage, that is, not taking damage. And I got hit by the hydro pump guy. Well, and water. And you don't want that. If you see someone with a jack-o'-lantern on their head, that means they're using the freezing kit. I guess it's supposed to be that you scare them, and so they freeze. But, if they have a jack-o'-lantern on their head, I think it messes up their, vision. Like, you know, their in-game, visuals. I think it obstructs the vision, so if they're not using a resource pack, because this is a combat resource pack I'm using right now, it might still be very beneficial to use that to freeze people and such, but I don't know. I haven't used it, I haven't gotten it yet. And like I said, I don't main on this server, I main on prisons, mostly because of how new it is. But on the weekends I tend to try my best to get to everything. And now I'm doing these videos, I'm also making sure I get a video on everything, so get a feel for everything, for whatever you like. I don't know why they make it to where you can see the mods in-game gamertag, like as color, like as you saw the helper had a yellow in screen name, and they say you can't target mods, you'll get banned for it if you do. Outright, obviously that is, so if you like kill a mod 3 times in a row, then you're gonna expect to get banned. But yeah, if you're making the in-game names even more obvious by having it colored a certain way, not only are you gonna, is it easier for you to target them, it's also easier to naturally target them without realizing it, because, I mean, you tend to target people who have much more flashier colors, and yellow is much more flashier than white, believe it or not. Is this just a hydro pump guy? Yeah, I think so. That's kind of odd that he went after me. But, I don't know if targeting in general is bannable. I think it's just, you know, I don't know if you can actually get banned for it. You can, though, if you are targeting a mod, because, you know, I don't know why. that's a thing. Much easier to get banned for targeting a mod rather than just the general player. This guy could win this fight. I have no soup left. The only reason why I survived that is because I circled around the guy and someone else came in before he landed a hit on me. And if he landed a hit on me, there was a 50-50 shot of it dealing double damage or triple, which would essentially one-shot me. Alright, we've reached the 1 hour mark, so if I die, then that's it. Yep, alright. Tell everyone GG. Actually, I'll reword it because I gotta go. Best of luck to all. /hub. Alright, so that was Kit PvP. Hope you learned a couple of new things, and yeah, those were, I guess, a preview of Kit. It was a preview of Kit PvP, and you got to see some kits I had and all that, and the basics. You know, you hit people, you get coins for assist, and you get a lot more to kill them and such, and that's how you do that. And you get more kits by using /shop. You buy stuff, all that stuff, which you actually learn if you first join. It gives you a tutorial. Some people pay attention, some people don't, and you know if they don't, if they ask a lot of questions. But yeah, just pay attention to the tutorial if you do end up deciding join Kit PvP, and use some of those tips I gave you to help better yourself with PvP and such. But yeah, I guess that's the end of that. I will do another video later today, definitely. I'm hoping I can do a Halo video. If not, then it'll just be more SkyCade, which, that's alright. And there definitely will be one more SkyCade video. If there's no Halo, then there might be 2 more, depending on what happens today. So, yeah. Best of luck to you. Yeah. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Alright.